Take Me Alone. We are performing, we opened last night, and we are performing tonight and, of course, tomorrow, which is Friday. I'm retired now, and I don't know what day of the week it is. Saturday, today's Thursday, isn't it? That's great. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want to come back again and see it again, that's fine. Tell your friends about it, and we'll be only too glad to see you. So I want to mention that we don't use cameras or flash during the performance, and if anybody has any infants and they present a problem, we'll have to ask you to take them out. I don't see any here tonight. Sometimes we have quite a chorus. And so anyway, with that, sit back and enjoy Take Me Alone. Thank you.
for stopping this magnificent parade in front of my home on this glorious 4th. I have never made a public speech before, but as editor of your paper, I shall continue to campaign for the improvements that this town so rightly deserves. Hooray! Like inside plumbing at the town hall. Hooray! An extra telephone at the police station. Hooray! And a high fence around the town dump. I'm proud to live in the prettiest town in Connecticut, with the tallest elms and the nicest folks in the world. The growth of my little paper is surprising, all due to your support and a bit of advertising.
Thank you for this very attractive modern fire machine. She's very except for duty, a little American beauty.
We are seeing giant changes. Men are flying through the air. Our nation's on the forward march, and Centerville will be there.
It's very attractive, early, modern, marvelous fire machine. She's very except for duty, a little American beauty. Gold-plated nozzles, 50 feet of hoses, to give the angels holding on to roses. Very attractive, early, modern, marvelous fire machine. It's very attractive, early, modern, marvelous fire machine. It's very attractive, early, modern, marvelous fire machine.
Essie! Essie, where are you?
Here I am.
Essie, I made a speech.
Yes, I heard you from the window. You were wonderful.
Was I wonderful?
Simply wonderful.
You're just saying it.
You were feeling the gentle breeze.
Was my voice good?
Celebrate.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Oh, please. Was it long enough?
Just right.
Was it strong enough?
You were eloquent.
Gee, I guess I no idea how really well it went.
And you had the ladies melting by degrees.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, please. When they catch you unprepared, your thoughts get messed up. Every pair of eyes is staring straight your way.
It's a lucky thing you got a little dressed up.
Yes, I had a hunch today to wear my gray.
I was proud of you. Really proud of you.
You were proud of me?
Why I stood there feeling right to the melody.
It was you who really made me the big cheese.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Oh, please.
Pa, you are absolutely bullied. As we say at Yale, positively punched.
Why, thank you, Arthur. Thank you very much.
Boy, oh boy, were you loud.
Too loud, was I, Tommy? Where's Richard?
He's gone off to that stuck-up mural in the Cumbers again.
He went over there last night.
And the night before. And the night before that.
Well, if my father were giving a speech, I'd be right there in the front row cheering.
He reads her poems, mooning at her like a sick cat.
It's puppy love Richard's got, and you'll go through it too. Even I went through that. Once. Oh, yes.
And now, Arthur, it's time for you to get off down to the station. Remember, you've got to meet your Uncle Sid this morning.
All right, Pa.
Tommy, come here.
Don't worry. I'll bring Uncle Sid back, but it has to be in a wheelbarrow. Hello, Annabelle.
Hello, Arthur. Are you going to meet your Uncle Sid?
I'm just going.
Lily girl, I made an oration. They made me honorary captain of the fire company.
You were wonderful. Simply wonderful.
Are you kidding me?
The mayor stood and shook your head, now did he? You were confident and totally at ease.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Oh, please.
I wonder, are things like that inherited? The knack of pulling phrases from the air. Now I would have to write it out and plot it all. He's got it all.
Oh, not at all.
You were nifty, Dad.
Was I, Tommy?
I'm not kidding you.
Give that cheek to me.
Gee, the kids will have to stand in line and speak to me.
Well, if I'm a big success, you are.
No, we aren't.
Yes, you are. I'm not putting on an act. It's an absolute fact.
No, we aren't.
Yes, you are. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please.
Independence Day, ha! What a mockery! Every one of them is a slave to humbug. Do you know what I believe? I believe in freedom of the spirit. Come, fill your cup, and in the fires of spring, your winter garment of repentance fling. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I hardly ever do.
Muriel, are you afraid of life?
Should I be?
No, don't be afraid of life. Just live. Life is to live.
Well, I don't see how I can help but do that, Richard.
Muriel, look. Will you live life with me? Will you be engaged to me?
Engaged? I'm only 15.
Don't be afraid of life. Look, come fill your cup, and in the fires of spring, your winter garments of repentance fling.
I don't know if I should do that, Richard.
But if you don't, Muriel, I'll just about die, because I love you.
Well, all right then, Richard.
That's great, Muriel. Then we're engaged.
Uh-huh. Budge?
Won't it be wonderful when we're married?
Yes, but it's so long to wait. You have to go to Yale.
Yale? Yale? Who wants to go to Yale? All those years of bula bula.
Well, your brother goes to Yale.
My brother? And look at him. A Philistine. A big fat prune. If I do go, Muriel, now that we're engaged, will you finally let me kiss you?
When you're a sophomore.
Can't I? Won't you let me kiss you now, please?
Richard Miller in broad daylight?
Oh, why can't I? Aren't you ever going to let me?
I will. Sometime. Maybe.
Tonight? Will you? After dark?
Well, honestly, I won't in broad daylight. I certainly won't in the dark. That's plain sneaky.
Muriel McCumber, you're driving me crazy.
Richard, what would you do if something happened to me?
Like what?
Like what happened to Annabel Lee in the poem of Edgar Allan Poe? I was a child, and she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. And we loved with a love that was more than a love, I and my Annabel Lee. And that is the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud by night, chilling my Annabel Lee. A wind blew out of a cloud by night, chilling my Annabel Lee, killing my Annabel Lee.
I would die.
If you did it, I'd do it too. I would die. Supposing one morning I'm fragile and faint, I fall on the floor and I feel bad. The doctors don't know what it is or it ain't, but like as not, I've gotten what Camille had.
I would die.
you did it, I'd do it too. I would die.
But nothing's going to happen to us, Muriel. Our love will keep us alive. Camille died because she knew deep in her heart that she could never marry Armand. Why, we're engaged now, and in just 4 or 5 years, we'll be married. I'll marry you, Muriel, and I'll take care of you forever.
Supposing, it's our wedding day. There's blossoms and singing and crying. My daddy is waiting to give me away. But suddenly, I'm wounded and I'm dying.
How'd you get wounded?
Stabbed by a crazed and jealous lover.
I would die, I would die. I will lean down and kiss you goodbye. I went from if I'm telling a lie. I would die.
Richard, are you really suffering now because I won't let you kiss me?
Oh, Muriel, if you only knew. It's torture.
Is it really? Tell me about it.
All right. This expresses what I feel, as nearly as a poet can. My life is bitter with thy love. Thine eyes blind me. Thy tresses burn me. Thy sharp sighs divide my flesh and spirit with soft sound, that I may eat thy veins as wine and drink thy breasts like honey, that from face to feet the body were lost and consumed, and in my flesh thy very flesh entombed.
Give me that book!
Papa!
I'll see that that dirty trash goes into the fire where it belongs. Reading such filth to my daughter. Young man, when I report this to your father, you'll get the soundest thrashing of your life. Don't ever let me catch you seeing my daughter again. Not ever. Now, give me those books. And you, young lady, you get up to your room and you stay there.
Mr. McCumber,
Get out and stay out. Drink thy veins and eat thy breasts like honey? Oh, and on the 4th of July, too!
the 4th of July. I wish we still belonged to England.
Babies. Tell me what's every choir boy and candy kid in town doing down at the station?
We came to see you, Sid.
Well, how about that?
Hey, how you doing, Sid?
How you glim as a haystack Romeo. So you missed old Sid while he was gone, huh?
You bet.
Well, I gotta tell you, I've missed this town.
Hey, what's Waterbury like, Sid?
What's Waterbury like? Well, the women are fighting the Yankees. And the old kind of droop in the can. And the mineral boobs, you know what I mean? A bushel of rubes, grassy green. They're talking our lingo and telling our jokes and trying to keep track of us. The 30 miles north and 40 miles west for the 50 years in back of us.
Hey, how you doing there, Sid?
I'm doing great, of course. When I left the place, the boss's face looked like it was dipped in trouble. He says to me, how about a tin buck raise? And I says, how's that double?
That away, Sid. Hey, can you have any fun there, Sid?
Well, the liveliest one in town's a place called Flanagan's, where I show those hicks my bag of tricks, and they never saw such hooligans or shenanigans.
Did you do that, Sid? Did you do that, Sid?
If you know Sid, you know he did.
Like you used to now when you hung around the choirs.
Yeah, I really rang some bells and set some fires. Woo!
Did you do that, Sid? Did you do that, Sid?
You bet your shirt you know me, kid.
Sid, oh kid, you're still a funny egg.
I'm a chicken. How's a bottle egg?
This here town's a cemetery since you went to Waterbury. Good to have you back here, Sid, oh kid.
Hey, get a little caper I pulled up in Waterbury. One day I stop at a coffee shop where the job is cold and the food is slop. I'm getting set to pay my check and go out. When on the street a tire has a blowout. When I hear the pop on the floor, I drop and I grab a hold of a ketchup top. I smear some on my shirt before they spot me. And I'm yelling, holy Moses, someone shot me.
Did you do that, Sid? Did you do that, Sid?
If you don't Sid, you know he did.
And it only was a blowout from a flipper.
And I'm yelling, someone shot me in the liver.
Did you do that, Sid? Did you do that, Sid?
You bet your shirt you know he kid.
We still howl at all the things you did.
If you love me, come and kiss me, kid.
This your town's a cemetery since you went to Waterbury. Good to have you back here, Sid, old kid.
Hey, get a load of the little die-do I pulled up in Waterbury. In my hotel, there's a mean old grouch who sleeps all day on the lobby couch. I wait till he's asleep and then I got him. I grabbed his cane and saw some of the bottom. He wakes up with a hell of a snort. He tries to walk, but the cane's too short. He can't imagine how it's getting smaller. But I convinced him he's just getting taller.
Did you do that, Sid? Did you do that, Sid?
If you know Sid, you know he did.
I bet you, Sid, you really got him going.
I told him that he's 68 and growing.
Did you do that, Sid? Did you do that, Sid?
You bet your shirt you know me, kid.
Sid, old kid, your slick is Vaseline.
I'm so tasty, call me wintergreen.
This here town's a cemetery since you went to Waterbury. Good to have you back here.
Well, it's charming to be back here.
Good to have you back here, Sid, old kid. Sid, old kid!
Arthur, hiya, pal. Let me step back and take a look at you. Why, the last time I saw you, you were still running around in short pants. Now look at you, a full-grown man. Oh, and a pipe and everything. That's beautiful. Hey, blow a bubble.
Uncle Sid, have you been drinking?
Now you know better than that. The bars don't open for another 20 minutes.
Well, we'd understood that you'd changed.
I have, from bourbon to rock.
You're not going to disappoint Aunt Lil. She's been kind of hoping that you had.
So Lil's been hoping. Good old Lil. Well, to tell you the truth, Arthur, I have changed. Matter of fact, I haven't had anything to drink for 3 weeks. Well, pretty nearly 3 weeks. But you know how it is with a man's reputation. It's taken him a lifetime to build. He hates to lose it, even if it's a rotten one, so don't let it get around town I'm a changed man, huh?
But you really are, aren't you?
Well, that depends. Yes, sir, that all depends.
On what?
On your Aunt Lil.
You're still the only one for her, Uncle Sid. She's been going crazy with delight ever since she heard you were coming home.
She has, huh? Lil, my lady, still my lady. Arthur, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go down and buy the biggest box of chocolate-covered candies you can find. Chocolate-covered cherry bonbons, nougat divinity creams, caramel dipped filbert surprises. The biggest box you can find. There's nothing too good for my Lil.
That's bully of you, Uncle Sid. That'll cost about $3.
You lay it out this time, and I'll take care of you later. I've nothing smaller than a 20. Now, don't forget, the biggest box of chocolate-covered candies you can find. Oh, and the biggest bouquet of roses.
But Uncle Sid...
It's good seeing you again, Arthur.
Sid asks you to marry him, then I'll know he's been drinking. Well, what if he hasn't?
Then he won't ask. He never does unless he's under the influence.
But, Lil, I think Sid has altered his ways. He has a good job in Waterbury. Star reporter, $35 a week.
Well, what with the dice and the betting on the horses and the Kelly pool, that doesn't leave much to keep a wife.
But he'd give that all up, Lil. Married to the right woman.
Oh, it's no good, Essie. It's been 16 years since I broke off our engagement. And yet, you know, my reason for breaking it off is as clear today as it was then.
The drinking.
Well, he's had whatever fun he's had.
Now, Lily Miller, you listen to me. You deserve a home of your own. This chance may be your last, you realize? Now, you do as I say. If my brother asks you to marry him, you take a big, deep breath, swallow that pride of yours just long enough to say yes, and yank him into shape later.
Maybe I will, Essie. After all, there's no battalion of bow beating at my door.
He's here, he's here, he's here! Uncle Sid's here, Uncle Sid's here! Papa, Papa!
My face, my hair. Oh my goodness.
Uncle Sid, he's here! Welcome home, Uncle Sid!
Well, do my eyes deceive me, or has Frecklepuss Mildred turned into the prettiest girl at Centerville? How you got?
Pretty enough to catch a fella?
Certainly. You caught me, didn't you?
Uncle Sid!
Wow, Tommy, look at you. You're almost as big as I am.
Am I really?
Well, almost. Not quite as pretty.
Well, Sidney Davis.
Hiya, Nat.
Why, you young hornswoggler, you! Looks like Waterbury's done you a world of good.
Well, I wish I could say the same for Waterbury. Oh, there she is, my sister Essie. Hiya, honey.
Hi, dear.
So, how's that honeymoon coming along?
Same as always.
You know, I envy you two. 20 years. 20 years at the same old brass bed.
It's a noble institution, Sid. You ought to try it sometime.
Well, first I gotta get me a brass bed.
Here, give me your things. Mildred, take these up and have Tommy get his things off the spare bed.
So, how was your trip over on the trolley?
Oh, very exciting. Scared a whole herd of buffalo. Richard the Lion-Hearted.
Good morning, Uncle Sid. I hope you're well.
I'm fine, and you look like you have worms.
Uncle Sid, I could tell you a tale of hypocrisy in high places in this town that would make your blood run cold. But I wouldn't want to spoil your holiday, so I'll just keep silent.
Thank you.
Richard's been burdened with the world as of late, Sid.
So I can see, seems to be carrying quite a lot of weight.
Yes.
Why, Sid, you look just fine. Waterbury's done you good.
And you look the same as always. And that's exactly the way it should be.
I'm older.
So am I. A little older, a little wiser.
Well, I hope I'm a little wiser too, Sid.
Oh, I almost forgot. I brought you some candy and flowers all the way from Waterbury.
Sid, they're lovely. Everything grows so nicely in Waterbury.
Lil, you should have a rose for every day that you live.
Nat! Nat!
What is it, Essie?
Here comes Dave McCumber making straight for our house.
Now, what could that old lemon want?
Oh, come on, everyone, into the kitchen. I'll make some coffee. Oh, they're lovely, Lil. And Nat, get rid of them as quickly as possible. This is a holiday.
Yeah.
It's good to see that everybody's still in love with old Marblehead and McComber. Well, whatever he wants, just go paddle his canoe.
Oh, Sid, I can't. His dry goods store is my best advertising account.
Oh, Nat, he needs that ad more than you do. Tell him to go to hell.
something disagreeable, downright disgraceful. Your son, Richard, deliberately, maliciously attempted to corrupt the morals of my daughter, Muriel.
Well, I'm afraid that I shall have to call you a liar, Dave.
Calling me a liar, are you?
Yeah.
All right. Here's the proof. The books he was reading aloud to my daughter. Mrs. Warren's Profession by George B. Shaw. This is the play the police closed down in New York. New York! And you know how bad a play has to be to offend New York. And here, Hedda Gabler by some fellow named Ibsen. Why, they say the woman in this play even wants to shoot her husband dead. Actually wants to shoot her husband dead.
Right now, I can see why some woman might want to do that.
And here's a fine one for you, Salome by Oscar Wilde. And you know very well what he did. Just look at these pictures by Beardsley. Only draws white slaves, prostitutes, and evil-looking little dwarves leering at them. It's free love. It's free love, I tell you. Your son is advocating free love and God knows what else to my daughter.
Why, you damned old fool. You can't talk about my son like that. Can't you see that he's just a boy who's exploring life and love like he's the first person to ever discover such things? Why, if you think that his daughter can be corrupted by a couple of poems and plays, then you must think that she can be pretty easily corrupted.
And now you're insulting my daughter.
I'm not insulting her. I'm just giving her credit for having more good sense than I'd give you.
And I'm insisting that you give that son of yours a hide he'll remember all his life.
That's it. I've had enough. You get off my porch now or I'll give you the toe of my shoe.
Well, Muriel's being punished. She's not allowed out of the house for 1 month. And she's blameless compared to that young whippersnapper.
I said I've had enough.
I'm taking my ad out of your paper. And it won't go back in again, and I tell you, until you apologize and thrash that boy.
Then I'll see you in hell first. And I'll never run your damned old ad again.
Well, that's plain bluff, Nat Miller. You need that ad badly. Well, good day, sir.
Damn! Damn, damn, damn! A man is a fool to lose his temper. He plays right into the hands of his opponent. If a man perturbs the nerves that should be placid, all his starches turn to acid. As they say in Christian Science, rise above it. Should an elephant be frightened by a gnat? That's why a man's a fool to lose his temper over a miserable son of a bitch like that. Imagine that squeaky little rat. What an evil mind a man must have to make him so suspicious. Why, his little daughter with a turned-up spout, I bet a lump of butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. Why, my son Richard, he doesn't know the score yet. I'll bet that Richard doesn't even know what girls are for yet. I should have taken that Macumba by the neck and wiped up the porch with him, dumped him in the grass and punched him in the nose. I'm glad I'm not getting old like that and wind up losing my hope like that. If the truth be known, he's resentful of the young, 'cause he's over the hill looking back. In his hindsight, it's all out of whack. I'm glad I'm not getting old like that and wind up losing my hope like that. The moon has a full I'm staying young while everything surrounding me is old. When life only rains in sprinkles, you've got to gather all your hands can hold. I'm staying young, I'm staying young. It's wonderful the way I hold my own. Why, love is still my jewel of recollection. No Valentine, too afraid or frail to fold. So I'll go my heart's direction. My story's in the telling, not the told. I'm staying young, I'm staying young. It's wonderful the way I hold my own. When everything surrounding me has grown so old.
Is he gone? What did he want?
Jessie, dear, would you send Richard out here, please?
Oh dear. Richard, your father wants to speak to you.
Yes, Paul?
Richard, I'm going to ask you a question. And if the answer is yes, you're going to be punished, and you're going to be punished hard. But you've never lied to me.
I won't lie, Paul.
Have you been trying to have something to do with Muriel? Something that you shouldn't? Do you know what I mean?
Paul, I never would. She's not that kind. I love Muriel, and I'm gonna marry her after I get out of college.
Is that so? Well, now there is news.
She said she would. We're even engaged.
All right, son. That's all I wanted to know.
I don't see how you could think. What did that old idiot McCumber tell you, Paul?
Now, Richard, you can't go calling your future father-in-law names. That's not respectful. But you can't blame the old buzzard when you look at some of the lurid literature that you're wishing off on his innocent daughter. Take that Salome, for instance, with drawings by Beardsley.
They're great, aren't they, Paul?
That girl needs a petticoat. Nat Miller, you're as bad as your son. Oscar Wilde, that awful man they put in jail for heaven knows what wickedness.
He committed bigamy. A fellow told me, up at Yale.
Well, then it must be so.
And this thing, this Ruby, whatchamacallit.
Oh, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam? That's the best of all.
Nat, I understand it's nothing more or less than an open invitation to drinking and carousing.
Oh, no, it's poetry. Great poetry. A book of verses. Underneath the bough, a jug of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou.
And thou beside me singing in the wilderness. Ah, wilderness, where paradise announced.
Paul, you know it. You read poetry?
Got some darn fine things in it, that Rubaiyat. And yes, I have a copy down at my office.
Oh, so that's what you do down at that old office. Perhaps I'd better drop in on you one day and see what you've got your nose into.
Richard, you better get those books upstairs before your sister takes a bite out of the forbidden fruit. After all, you know what trouble they got Muriel into.
Trouble? What trouble?
You mean you don't know? She's being punished. Not let out of the house for a month.
A whole month? Why, Paul, that's half the summer. Oh, he can't break her spirit that way. Not Muriel's. She won't bow and truckle to him like a slave. She's made of stronger stuff. She won't betray what's noble and good between us. Not for all his petty tyranny. He's a tyrant without a soul.
God save the Republic. Now I know it's the 4th of July.
He tells me he's engaged to Muriel.
Engaged? He's starting a little young, isn't he?
Never too young to consider marriage, Sid.
No, I guess not. Nor too old for that matter.
Oh, time to go up and get ready for the picnic, Sid.
I'll be right up there.
Oh, yeah.
Lily,
Yes, Sid?
would you like to go out with me tonight? Down to the beach, see the fireworks?
With you? To see the fireworks with you? Oh, yes, Sid. Yes, I would.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. It's been a long time since we were out together.
Yes, it has.
Only I couldn't... Not if you come home from the picnic, you know.
Oh, no, you don't have to worry about a thing. I'm not going to touch a drop. Not a drop! Matter of fact, I haven't had anything to drink for 3 weeks. Well, pretty nearly 3 weeks.
You haven't?
You know, Lil, since I've been living up in Waterbury, I've been doing a lot of serious thinking
Serious thinking, Sid?
about you being a school teacher and all, and living here with Essie and Nat, and well, how you ought to have a home,
Have a what, Sid?
a home of your own.
Home of my own. Yes, I'd like that, Sid. Real nice.
Lily, will you marry me?
Will I marry you?
Yes. Will you marry me?
Why, Sid, you're stone cold sober.
Yeah.
And I think you mean it. This time, I really think you mean it.
Oh, Lil, we can make our home right here in Centerville.
In Centerville, but you're doing so well in Waterbury.
Waterbury? Oh, you don't want to get hooked up with a one-horse tank town like Waterbury? Forget Waterbury. Lily, will you marry me?
Do you really want to, Sid?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me why, Sid. Tell me why.
Life is more relaxing, not so overtaxing.
Careful or some girl will get you yet.
Someone I could sprout with.
Sit and work things out with.
Someone who could scratch where I can't get.
No more running loco.
Ginger snaps and cocoa.
No more little pastures left to roam.
A bull will stop carousing when he knows the cow's in, and he's got her waiting right at home.
You know how I am. I get embarrassed
Chinamen for shirts.
Someone to complain to, talk about the pain to.
Someone who could rub it where it hurts.
We could have some folks in.
I could get my jokes in. If they really coax me, I might sing.
Soon the moon's ascending, down the street they're wending.
Then we go upstairs and bust a spring.
You know how I am, I get embarrassed. You know how I am, how easily I blush. Even if you think it, you mustn't say it. I get embarrassed. You know how I am. Nothing.
Oh, just have a little get together. Okay, Dad, I'm on my way. I'll be right there, Dad. Oh,
Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be it? Sad enemies like Essie and Annette. Wouldn't that be it? Both Sid and me love company. So if you're free, we're home. You'll see our light most every night. Don't be polite, we're home. At dinner time in Pleasant Grove, we add some water to the soup. Don't worry if you look terrific, 'cause what's the diff? We're home. You'd be surprised how well I cook, as long as I don't lose my book. This hair, I guess, just looks a mess. I can't care less, we're home. With Sid and me, well, things are such, we find we don't go out as much. Two little peaceful loves apart. Yes, thank you, God, we're home.
well, I'm ready for the picnic. I'll be back in time for dinner, and you and I'll go down to the beach and watch the fireworks.
Don't forget what you promised me.
No, I won't. I won't even smell a cork. I promise you, Lil, because I want you to promise me.
Maybe I will, if you keep your little promise to me.
Don't worry, kiddo. You'll be proud of me.
You ready to go, Sidney? Off to the picnic.
Goodbye, Lil.
All ready to go now.
Uncle Sid, wait. Uncle Sid. I and Elsie Rand are going to the lake, and, well, the $3 for the flowers.
Now, do you happen to have $3 you could give to your son here? I seem to have nothing smaller than a 20 on me today, huh?
I happen to have change for 20 here, Sid. How much, Arthur?
3.
There's 3 for Arthur.
Thanks, Pa. Well, I gotta hurry.
17 makes 20.
Nah,
Yeah?
I don't have a 20.
Oh?
I lost my job up at the paper in Waterbury. I had an argument with the boss. Called him a jackass. He wanted me to apologize, and I told him he would if he would stop being a jackass. Please don't tell Lily.
Welcome home, Sidney, to the staff of the Centerville Globe. You always were a mighty fine news-getter.
And you always were a mighty fine boss.
What say we go to this picnic, shall we? Let's go. Take me along.
If you love me,
Take me along.
if you love me,
Take me along with
I love you, baby dear, and I always want you near. My heart will fly high and glorious, far above the throng. If you will take me along with you.
Take me along.
If you love me,
Take me along.
if you love me, take me
Along with
I know that you're a beauty, but the Navy is my duty. My lips will sing something beautiful and sweet and clear and strong. If you will take me along with you.
Oh boy. Oh, get it going. Oh, put the brakes on now. I gotta get into this.
Okay, come on. Here we go. Look out. Take me along if you love me. You're sweeter than vanilla, wanna hug you like my pillow. My lips will sing something jubilant, sweet and clear and strong. If you will take me along with you.
his fellow men.
And it lets a guy of 50 carry on like he was 10. With some bells and some mooses, some eagles and some gooses, and some ladies with a liberal point of view.
Oh, it's wholesome and it's moral, just a bit of harmless fun.
And there's no one who can quarrel with the good work that we've done.
Our donation sent an orphan for a summer in the sun.
By some bells and some mooses, some eagles and some gooses, and some ladies with a liberal point of view.
You can't shake 'em if you promise not to break 'em. After all, they're the only pair I got. Daddy was a Mississippi gambler until he got shot. Oh, you can't shake 'em if you promise not to break 'em. After all, they're the only pair I got.
Now we boys have been most generous, forgive us if we brag.
But a mission out in China's going to get a Christian flag.
And some naked Zulu lady will receive a beaded bag. From some elks and some mooses, some eagles and some gooses, and some ladies with a liberal point of view.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah.
But I don't see no banjo. It's a grand American custom dating back to who knows when. And it gives a man a chance to get to know his fellow men. And it lets a guy of 50 carry on like he was 10. With some bells and some mooses, some eagles and some gooses.
Hi, Win.
Hey kid, is Art back?
He isn't coming home for dinner.
Damn, just wanted to eat him too.
What's the matter?
I've got wild women on my hands. The only problem is I'm flat busted, and I can't buy them both drinks.
I've got some money saved up. I can lend you a couple
No,
of dollars.
kid, I can't take your money. But what I can do is, what you got going tonight?
Nothing. Not for a whole month.
Well, why don't you come along and join us?
And do what?
Kid, these are wild women. Boy, I've lined up a couple of swift babies from out New Haven. Real pipperoos with red hair and black hearts. The kind that make big bad men out of good little boys.
You mean the kind of girls that will go all the way?
All the way. Kid, these girls go all the way and throw their shoes even further. But look, kid, I wouldn't want to lead you astray. Why don't you come along and sit with this one called Bill and, buy her a few drinks and...
What fun is that?
Kid, haven't you ever been out with women before?
Sure.
No, I mean real live wires with plenty of voltage. Well, come on, kid, do me a favor, will you? Come and join us.
I'm sorry, Wint, I can't go.
And why not?
I'm promised to another.
What?
Why don't you ask Ed and Phil?
Nah, that's no good. They got dates of their own. Well, now, come on, kids. It's all up to you now. You got to think this over. Because I need a man at that Pleasant Beach House at 8:30 sharp. Don't forget $7. Well, come on. You've been there before, haven't you? Well, you can take it from me. It's the Passion Pit of Connecticut.
The Orient, the throbbing of 1,000 passions. Each hazy huff of a cigarette puff is floating like a purple moon. You hear a strain like silver rain, the trickle of a woman's tears. Then we walk in and say 2 beers. Like the slave, you'll start to crave a journey to the rare exotic, where each impairs climb up the stairs. The passion is a strange narcotic. The lamps of love keep burning till the flames are tiny trickles, and then we'll meet for drinks and pickles. Pleasant Beach House, 8:30. Mystery, magic, passion, and all for $7.
An hour and 20 minutes late. Dinner will be spoiled. What's keeping them?
It's Independence Day. They're feeling independent.
Well, no sense standing around. Might as well get dinner started without our 2 sons of liberty. Mildred, dinner! Richard, dinner time. And call Tommy.
All right. Tommy! Tommy, dinner!
Oh, Richard, I almost forgot. Muriel's brother brought this.
A letter from her?
Like as not. Now go rush for dinner. What's the matter? What's happened?
Oh, Muriel, how could you?
Tell me what's wrong.
Ma, she doesn't want to see me again. Never again.
Why not?
Because she's a little coward.
A coward?
She's afraid to live. She says that oh, darn her.
Yes, dear. Now go wash for dinner while we're darning her.
Oh, Mom, the way I feel right now, I don't care if I never wash again.
Now. We'll have ourselves a good dinner, then we'll feel all better, won't we?
No, we won't. Who can eat when we're dying inside? Oh, darn her.
Mama, they're coming. I saw them.
Thank the Lord.
Mama. Mama. You should see Uncle Sam. Oh, is he sad?
Hush up, you. And sit down.
But Mama,
I said sit down. I'm sorry, Lil.
That's all right, Essie. I'm a big girl now. I've seen the fireworks before.
Well, suppose we all sit down. Richard, hurry. Mildred, get the soup.
All right, Mama.
Here we are, Essie, my dear. Here we are.
So we see.
Oh, and it's good to be home again.
Oh, you're crazy. I can see you've been up to no good.
Essie, my dear girl.
Don't be critical. Don't be carpingly critical.
Nat Miller, aren't you ashamed?
Oh, well, Sid is the least little bit, well, he met some old friends down at the picnic, and boy, was he the life of the party. Anyway, let's all try not to notice. Especially you, Lily, on account of he's scared of you. All right, Sydney, the coast is clear.
Good evening, one and all.
Good evening.
Good evening. Take me young, if you love me, take me. Ah, move over, Charlie. I'm coming in.
Amen.
Amen. Sid?
I'm not finished. Amen. 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 I propose a toast.
Speech.
Thank you, Senator. To George Washington, a man whose name is on everyone's tongue, everyone, that is, who ever licked a 1-cent stamp.
To George Washington.
To George Washington. Yeah. For a bit of wisdom and a bit of philosophy. Oh, it's easy for a man to be pleasant when the world goes round and round. But the man worth his while is a man who can smile when his socks are falling down.
Sit down.
Oh, sit down. Oh, wait a minute. Before we attack the groceries, just wait a minute. I'm a reporter, right?
You're a reporter.
Am I a reporter?
You're a reporter.
Well, I have a front page story I want to report. Headline: Handsome Sid Davis. Handsome Sid Davis comes to Centerville, story for the umpteenth time. Sid Davis has proposed a state of connubial bliss, to wit, matrimony, to one Lily Miller, whose answer is as follows.
You don't really expect me to say yes to you, Sid. Sid, don't you think you should take a little nap?
I'm not sleepy. Take me along, if you love me. Take me along, if you love me.
Sid, don't you think you should take a little nap anyway?
Before I go, there's something I want to say. There are 16 saloons in this prim, stiff-necked city. And I can truthfully say that I have never been in one. I am proud to say that I have never been in one. And that one is Riley's on 3rd.
You can't help but laugh at him. He just goes on and on. Lily? I'm sorry. Maybe we shouldn't laugh at him.
No, you shouldn't. Oh, I used to laugh at him once,
to. That's been his downfall. Everyone's always saying what a card he is, what a cake, what a caution. And he goes on and on. Excuse me.
Lily. I've never known Lily. Essie, what happened?
Nothing. Well, except he promised to take her to the fireworks.
Is that so? Well, suppose he... I'll just take her myself.
Nance, you are dense sometimes.
You know what I think? I think it's Aunt Lil's fault if Sid's gone to run.
What?
It's because she keeps him dangling after her and eggs him on and ruins his life, just like all women love to ruin men's lives. I don't blame him for drinking himself to death. What does he care? After the way she's treated him, I don't blame him. What does he care?
Richard, you stop that talk.
And now listen here, young man. I've had about all your nonsense that I can stand for one day. It seems to me that you've got a bit too big for your britches. If you don't stop that damn full talk, you'll regret it.
I'm ashamed of you.
Lily! Come and eat your dinner.
Lily! Lily!
Oh, what the hell do I care? I'll show them. Hello, operator. Give me 867. Hello, Wint. This is Richard. Is this still all right for tonight? All right. Pleasant Beach House. Pleasant Beach House, 8:30 sharp. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. That's how a fine American boy can hit the skids. They treat him like a monkey, gets treated at the zoo. And so he goes to bar rooms and starts to lift a few. There's a drunkard in the family now, so I'll just make it two. 'Cause that's how it starts. I know what I'll do. I'll go away and lead the pace that kills. I'll go to New York and I'll meet women of the world. The kind who drink highballs and smoke cigarettes. And when I've sunk down into the gutter, I'll tell everybody who my family is. The Millers of 816 Glenmore Road, Centerville, Connecticut, opposite the First Baptist Church. I will die before even 1 minute goes by. I will strangle myself with my tie. Damn it! Damn it!